The Austin real estate market saw some wild swings in 2022, but what really happened when we take a look at the year as a whole, and what does it mean for 2023? Let's find out. My name's Troy, and I appreciate you checking out the video. If you enjoy videos about real estate or Austin, Texas, how are you not already subscribed to the channel? We've got more videos you can watch, and if you have questions, leave them down in the comments below. Or reach out to me directly. I'm a real estate agent in Austin, and it's literally my job to answer your questions on real estate, whether you're trying to buy, sell, or just need help. 2022 was a year of contrast in the real estate world, and Austin was no exception. After a fast start to the year that saw home prices surge, it felt like we might see a repeat of 2021. However, record inflation that peaked at 40-year highs needed to be dealt with. The Federal Reserve started to take action early in 2022 with continued and substantial increases in the Fed funds rate to slow the economy and tame inflation. This resulted in a slowdown throughout the economy and had a significant impact on the housing market, as increased interest rates meant Americans and Austinites alike had less buying power when looking for a home. Even more significantly, the historically high inflation and rising rates led many to believe we were going to enter a recession. These concerns had a ripple effect with many companies implementing hiring freezes and some even cutting jobs. This economic and job uncertainty meant many potential homebuyers left the market entirely. And this meant demand dropped significantly, with many months in the second half of 2022 seeing a 30% drop or more in the number of homes sold, making it extremely challenging if you were a homeowner trying to sell your home. The decrease in demand had an impact on home prices as well, with most markets seeing prices stay flat or decline for the second half of the year. However, if we look at the year as a whole, it was a good one for real estate, with home prices in Austin appreciating at over 10% for the year. What does all this mean for you looking forward to 2023? Industry experts are more divided on their views of the 2023 housing market than I've seen in a long time. And while anytime you're trying to peer into a crystal ball, your information is going to be speculative at best, there are some things I feel very confident about headed into 2023. First, anyone predicting a crash in the real estate market doesn't have their facts straight. The 2006 housing crash was caused by two very important factors. One, a lack of underwriting guidelines when it came to mortgages, and second, an onslaught of foreclosures brought on by poor underwriting standards and due to many homeowners being underwater on their homes. Neither of these factors are in play this time around. Sound underwriting guidelines have been in place for over a decade, and they were not adjusted over the last 2 years. Couple that with the fact that even if home prices drop 4% this year, a projection that's at the low end of what most economists predict, only 3.5% of homebuyers would owe more on their home than it's worth. Compare that to 2008, where the number was closer to 20%. Where does that leave home prices headed? Most experts have home prices remaining relatively flat for 2023. I believe this is the most likely scenario because while we have seen renewed interest in home buyers to start the year, we are unlikely to see prices reach the peak of their 2022 levels. But rather we'll see some slightly negative months and some slightly positive months over the course of the year. One caveat to this is what could potentially happen in the job market and with interest rates. If companies lift their hiring freezes and employees start having confidence in their job stability, we could see some gains in the housing market of potentially 5% this year. The other factor that will impact this is interest rates. I expect rates to stay in the 6% range. I don't believe the Federal Reserve is going to want to lower rates without significant improvements in economic data, and I don't think they're going to get that. However, we're already starting to see rates dip a little bit as we've been getting some small bits of good news about the economy, and investors are feeling more confident in the market. With interest rates staying at higher levels than we've seen in years, this will continue to make affordability a struggle for some home buyers. With higher interest rates, this will limit the pool of buyers, and the number of home sales is likely to continue to decline and inventory levels continue to rise in 2022, meaning there's more homes available. It's important to remember though that this is in comparison to the last 2 years of some of the lowest inventory levels on record. The increased inventory will give you more negotiating power as a buyer than you've had in a number of years, but most sellers are still in a strong position to have options and are not going to have to discount their homes substantially. The 2023 housing market is going to have some deals, but as a homeowner, you will have some options if you have flexibility on when you need to sell. What are your predictions for the housing market in 2023? I'd love to know in the comments. While general forecasts are nice and can provide a big picture outlook, talking to an expert in your local market will give you the best insights to answer your real estate questions and concerns. If you're considering buying or selling in 2023, reach out and we can help you achieve your real estate goals. And if you want to stay updated on the real estate market and things happening in Austin, check out some more of the videos here on the channel and hit that subscribe button.